Hey everybody, welcome back to Marsh RC. This video today is brought to you by White Rose Hobbies. Please bear with me a little bit. My shop area is going through a little bit of a remodel, so this is a temporary setup I got going on here. So today we're going to be unboxing and doing a quick review video on the DX5 Rugged. It's the brand new radio system out by Horizon Hobbies, Spektrum. I believe it came out, it officially launched, I believe, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago-ish, somewhere around there. We got two in today at the shop. Both of them sold. Went to reorder them. They're already on back order again. So pretty highly anticipated radio for a couple of reasons. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I kind of cheated already. I set up for this video already. Started filming and messed up on the video pretty bad. My lighting wasn't that great, so already cheated and opened it up. There's the radio, the receiver, and you also get obviously the manual, and there's this little using the touch interface paper, which we're going to dig in. We're going to look at this. It has me curious. Like, is it really that big of a deal that we need the instructions on it? Here it is. Basically just telling you how to slide your finger. You can lock it and unlock it so that you don't accidentally change something. So cool little feature. First thing we're going to cover is the receiver. This is the new style receiver that Spektrum is currently making. This is the SR515. This is a true 5-channel receiver. You got your steering, throttle, aux 1, 2, 3 / battery. What you don't see on here anymore is the bind area, because there isn't. This little logo right here is the bind button now. If you're familiar with Traxxas, you know that's how Traxxas receivers are. There's a little bit of, with this receiver, there's a little bit of bad information out there. I watched another review video on this, I think yesterday or the day before, and I don't know if they were just unfamiliar, misinformed, or what, but you can, if you were to use this in a nitro vehicle, or if you have battery backup for your receiver, you plug that into channel 3. That's why it says bat right there. However, in the video I watched, and actually in a couple forums actually of people writing an article on this or something, they said if you plug your battery in that, then you actually only have a 4-channel receiver. That's actually not true at all. If you were to need your battery backup, or something else into the channel 3, if you use a Y harness, you can still use your auxiliary channel just like you would normally. And it actually says that in the manual on page 4, I believe. Just open up the manual here, page 4. Yeah, right there. Important, aux 3 on the SR515 shares a servo port with the battery. A Y harness is required in the aux 3 port to use all 5 channels with a receiver battery. So there you go. It still can be used as a fully functional 5-channel receiver. So that's out of the way. Let's get into the remote. Here is the remote. It's a very nice remote, in my opinion. I used to have a DX5C and a DX3R or DX3E, I don't remember, but I got rid of them. I don't use them anymore. Going to be using this one from now on, at least for now. The one thing I did notice when I was looking at it is this right here, the handle. The other ones had more of a contour handle to kind of fit your palm a little bit better. This one's kind of more straight up and down as opposed to that contour handle. However, I have like average size hands. I don't have giant hands or anything, and this fits fine. I have no problem holding this thing, gripping this thing at all. So still a good design, even though it's a little bit changed from what we're used to. Some other new features on this thing is what everyone's really kind of anticipated about is the water. It says water resistant. I know there was another video out there done by a big name. They filled up the sink, dunked this thing in it, and it worked. I'm not going to try that. Someone else already did. But it's kind of nice in the fact that I won't have to be running for cover if it starts raining, or I don't have to be worried. You watch my videos, you know I like to run in the water. so I won't have to worry about if I drop it or anything. The other features on this, one of the features I really like. If you look here, you're used to a wheel. There's no wheel. It's just a slider. I love that. I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to test it. Let me put some batteries in this thing. I don't know how well it's going to work or how touchy it is, but it has to be better than the wheel. Anyone who's used, like, I know my DX5C, that wheel was like the bane of my existence. As soon as I went to click on something, if you even micro touched it the wrong way, next thing you know, you clicked on something you didn't want to click on because the wheel moved, and it was super touchy and finicky. Kind of curious how this little slider thing performs. Power button right here. It's coming on. I'm going to try and do this in frame. Where's the select? Okay, so the select is like the middle. It doesn't seem that bad, actually. It seems pretty nice. Let's go to trim setup. Whoops. Okay, so I can see where let me try holding it correctly. Okay, so you actually don't even have to slide your finger. If you just hold up, it goes up just like a wheel. Going into travel. Oh, that is so much easier, so much nicer. Yeah, okay, so I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of that. All right, let's turn it back off. All right, so I'm a big fan of that. This new touch pad thing that they have here. I really like that. Other than that, it's not much different than most Spektrum radios. You got your switches down here. You have your, you have your 4 switches all along here for trim adjustments or whatever you choose to set them up as. 3 of the features that I really like about this thing. One, if you're doing videos, I mean, this has the one-handed ability. Now, you do have full range pretty easily. That's all the way one way. That's all the way the other way. So I can, right here is kind of hard, like full reverse all the way to the right. That's a little bit hard. Full, oh wow, full left, right. It's not that bad. It'll take a little bit getting used to. But basically, by just cock-eyeing my hand a little bit, I can really reach all the positions. So I don't think it'll be too hard. The other nice thing I like about this one is this bar right here. It's just a protector, I guess, so something couldn't come in here and hit you. But I have GoPros and other phone mounts. I'm pretty sure, because this is removable, this is just a bolt and a screw. I'm pretty sure, let's get this in here. I'm pretty sure that would be fairly easy to rig up in a fashion. I'm pretty sure my other mounts could probably bolt directly into there. 3D print something. That's gonna be a nice feature. You don't have to modify anything or do anything silly. This one has 2 lanyard attachments. One right here, which is rubber, and then a hard plastic one down here at the bottom. The last real major feature that this has is this little compartment right here. It has a port in for upgrading firmware, software, whatever. This little compartment area doesn't look like it'll hold a whole lot. However, let me get my tool here. It does hold a tire, one of the generic tire wrenches that everyone sends you in a new RTR kit. So it does hold one of them in there. I'm actually curious if it'll hold a SCX-10-2 axle, because if you watch my videos, I don't upgrade my axles. I run plastic axles all the time. So I'm actually wondering if that'll hold the axle. I won't have to carry it in my pocket. Look at that. A little bit of a rattle. don't know how distracting that would be. Sorry, my arms are all up in the way. Trying to see what pieces we can get to fit in there. See if we can get an axle tube in there yet. Probably not. I mean, to me, I don't care about this piece here. You could always probably cut them off and fit this stuff in here. Or why don't we just put the axle together, see if it fits. Maybe. No, doesn't look like it'll fit with it all together. At least not the long axle. If you had a shorter axle, it'd be okay. But either way, nice little compartment. You can put your wrenches, a couple wrenches in there or something like that. But all in all, I think it's a great radio. It's a great radio all around. This is a rubber tire. It's not the foam. That's pretty nice. And then especially with this receiver, this thing is super tiny too. I mean, look how small this is too. I don't have all my stuff's at the shop right now. I don't have another receiver to compare it to, but it is pretty small, super tiny. But that's it, guys. There's nothing else to it. The new DX5 Rugged. As always, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.